Hello, Internet world. In lieu of recent events about this TikToker that is pranking people and getting in trouble for it, I'd like to discuss this and this little fad that's going around. This guy from London, this man, because he's 18 now, goes by the name Mizzy. His real name's Bakari Bronze Ogaro, 18-year-old TikTok star that lives in London. He's a TikTok star. He films himself doing pranks, which, okay, pranks are okay, depending on what they are and who they're to. But he also does pranks that would definitely not fly here in the States. I say that because he was cited for going into off-limit areas of restaurants, like McDonald's and different areas where only employees are allowed, going back in there and filming himself, which I have no desire going back to where employees work anyway. What's the point of that? But still, it's restricted area. You don't go. All right, fine. But he also was cited for, let's get this right, leapfrogging over a Orthodox Jewish man who was just simply standing on the side of the road. I mean, he jumps on his shoulders, over his shoulders in his head, leapfrogs him. So he makes contact, which is assault, and then turns around and starts to mouth off. What person does this? What kind of douchebag would have pranks such as this? I mean, obviously this guy, there's probably other dozens, if not hundreds of people doing the same thing. But even worse, he broke into a home, breaking and entering, trespassing into someone's home, and started to walk around. In the middle of the day, they ask him to leave multiple times. He doesn't comply. He even sits on the sofa with his feet extended on either the ottoman or the coffee table. And they say, "Can you please leave? We have children. What are you doing here?" And after a while, they end up leaving. His friends are laughing, haha, and he finally leaves. I mean, what the hell is the matter with you?
TikToker Mizzy has been arrested on suspicion of breaching a court order that he was only issued 2 days ago. The 18-year-old was issued a criminal behaviour order and fined over £300 for this video, where he strolled straight into a random house, causing the family distress.
Wait, this is not where the study
We got kids, man.
Oh, you got kids?
I mean, I don't get it. There's another report that he would go up to women on the street and ask, "Do you want to die?" I mean, the fear they must have. You go up to them and say, "Do you want to die?" Who the fuck does that? What kind of piece of crap would say that? Granted, is he going to do anything? Probably not. He sounds like one of those people that just has a bark and no bite. It's like a chihuahua, right? The smallest dogs always have the biggest bark, but they can't defend themselves. And I say that because I feel like this interview that he had shows that. And I'm not just talking out of my ass. I feel like the way he replies, the arrogance and the immaturity and the ignorance that he has, seems like he's like that. So he was on Piers Morgan getting interviewed, and they asked him, why do you terrorize people? What are you doing? His response is, I wouldn't really call it terrorizing. I'll just call it more having fun. What? He also went on to say the UK laws are weak, and that's why he can get away with his stunts. Another quote that I like to say is, they asked him if he has any remorse. And Mizzy responded, this is from iNews in the UK, "Of course I care. I have remorse." Before adding, "I am legally an adult now, so I can do what I want." You stupid ass. What? Now you can be tried as an adult. You know, if you think it's such an adult, go right ahead. I mean, who does this? Breaking and entering, trespassing, asking people if they want to die, assaulting people, a Jewish man. Also, he went up to a lady and stole her dog and ran down the street, filming himself doing it while she's going ballistic. This man just stole my dog and he's running. I mean, what the hell? So that's who this Mizzy dumbass is. This is what he has done. So what I like to do is turn that on the other side and say, what would he be doing in the States? What would happen to him in the States? Yeah, just think about that. Your Memorial Day weekend, you're cooking out either in the backyard. Matter of fact, maybe you're inside getting the appetizers ready to go. Maybe last night you were watching an NBA game, but you're in your house cooking, and he comes in. What would you do? I know some people would be swinging. Some people reaching for a knife. A lot of people I know would be reaching for a gun, and they wouldn't ask any questions. Well, maybe some would, but I know a lot of people that wouldn't. They're already in your home. You have no idea who they are. They entered without permission, all right? Unlike vampires. And that TikTok star would be no more. So, people out there, I'm not telling you what to do. Content creators making stuff in there like me. I'm an introvert myself. I like to stay inside my little bubble in my room here, in the safety of my sanctuary, if you will. And I'm gonna go out there and do these pranks. Now, if you want to go out there, ask questions, and do a Q&A with people, fine. Or if you want to go out and say, hey, these strangers, I talked to them, ask them questions, but really they're just hired actors, and we all know that. You go to the comments and you see stage, which is fine. Go do that. But don't bug innocent people minding their own damn business. Don't break and enter. Don't terrorize them. Don't assault them. Don't steal from them. Don't ask them if they want to die. If someone asks me that, I mean, obviously, okay, well, you're a threat to me. I feel like you want to kill me. And it's going to escalate very, very quickly. So please, if you're doing things out there, maybe stop or maybe think twice. Because I'm sure there are dozens or hundreds, if not thousands of people doing pranks very similar to this. Or they're going to see this and be like, oh yeah, UK laws are pretty weak. Let me do what I want to do. I would rethink what kind of content you're making. Don't be a jackass like this guy. Please don't. It's ridiculous. I mean, have fun. Do your little TikTok dances or whatever it is kids doing nowadays. Or film yourself doing something crazy. A big old experiment. Oh my God, we made the baking soda Coke thing. Whatever. I don't care. Right? But leave people alone. Because I'm sure you wouldn't want people just walking into your home or stealing your dog or jumping over you. I'm sure you wouldn't want that. Unless you just like people touching you and stealing your stuff. That's just weird anyway. One last plug. It is Memorial Day weekend. Regardless if you support the military or not, we do what we get to do. I get to do this now. We're going to do what we do this weekend because of the men and women that sacrifice themselves throughout these wars and battles they've had throughout the history of our country. They made the ultimate sacrifice. You may support them, you may agree with them, you may not, I don't know. But we get to do what we're doing today because of them. So either a quick prayer fit into that, quick thought, maybe a little shout out while you're cooking your burgers and dogs this weekend. I truly believe that Memorial Day should be a month. You know, if there's Black History Month or Hispanic, Latino Heritage or Asian Pacific Islander, why don't we get a whole month for the men and women that served and paid the ultimate sacrifice? That's, I'd say that. Instead of one day for Memorial Day, one day for Veterans Day. Just a thought. Y'all take care of yourself. Be kind to one another, and I'll talk to you guys later.